there's still much, if not most, of New Sheoth that I haven't seen, and I look forward to returning to it to explore. As for the Daedric Prince, Sheogorath himself, well, I cannot say that I've stood there conversing with a god like this before, even if it's the Mad God. So it is a new experience for me. Yes, I've heard several Daedric Princes communicate with me from their shrines, but that was always a message, and they never cared to hear back from me, if they were even there to hear me speak. Sheogorath's eyes are feral, almost like a cat's, but I guess all the Daedric Princes can choose at will what they look like, and he chooses to look like this, with the purple outfit. Is purple a sign of madness? I never used to think so, but I suppose along with his looks, he can make it the sign of madness. The official color of madness is purple, so it would seem. Speaking of that, his color, and the way he talks, I heard it, his voice at the shrine near Border Watch, and I knew it sounded familiar. When I was spoken to by any of the Daedric Princes, I can hear it in my head, and it's just like a regular person is right next to me speaking. His voice, his looks, especially the purple, it all makes me think that this was the god that spoke to me when I was in prison, and started the entire idea for me that one day I will become a god myself. So does this mean that working for the Mad God will one day lead me to apotheosis? For some reason, there is a certainty within whenever I think of it. So maybe, just maybe, Sheogorath will be my ticket to ultimate power and eternity. For me, that gives me even more interest being here in the Shivering Isles. As for what he wants me to do, go to this place, Xedilian, to activate it. From what I've read about it, it would seem to be a defensive structure to keep out the unwanted from the Shivering Isles. Now that I have killed what used to keep them out, the Gatekeeper, they seem to need it now more than ever. So I'm wondering why. Are there such a problem here with adventurers coming to the Shivering Isles? Do they represent a threat to Sheogorath's rule? The way he is acting, it would seem so. But I would also suspect that the other Daedric Princes would also use the same way in, and that to me would make more logical sense that they should be kept out, at least from Sheogorath's perspective. I know from my studies that the Daedric Princes spy and scheme against one another. When given the chance, they'll even destroy each other. Look at what happened to Trinimac by Boethia, who ironically was the one who tore out the heart of Lorcan. Or all the stories in Morrowind about the tribunal gods who fought against Molag Bal and Maroon's Dagon, sometimes even in the flesh as a mortal avatar, such as the one that I encountered along the way to the Temple of the One, when Martin sacrificed himself to bring out Akatosh to save us. So they do fight against each other, not just Aedra versus Daedra, or Daedra versus the tribunal, but Daedric Princes against Daedric Princes. They seem to harbor no love for each other. This to me, if I were a Daedric Prince, would be one of my top priorities as well, to make sure that my rule was not threatened, and if it was, to do something about it. Which brings me to where I am, Xedilian. I suppose now that I have come to an understanding of why this place is important, that I should get it activated in order to defend the Shivering Isles. It is, after all, my path to apotheosis. One crystal has been found and activated. 2 more are left. Be nice just to find a crystal in one of their chests like this. Madness ore. Alright. Ah. One of those little creatures. Oh no, that's a Grumite. Another one's come in.
You made a big mistake.
Moves a lot quicker than I did.
You will be so dead.
I got hit there a few times. Now I have to search each one of them just to make sure that they're not carrying crystal as well. Eggs, obviously. Strange creatures. I don't know of any other intelligent creature, even semi-intelligent like they are, that has eggs. Did Sheogorath create them, or just somehow they start coming in here from some other place, like all the other people? Whoa! I did not expect this! Ah! Thankfully, I'm good at acrobatics. That wasn't that far. Alright, well, I see that other people didn't make that drop, including Grumites. Move. Wolfgang, right in the way. I'm just looking for the crystal more than anything. Although I will pick up some loot. Don't really need potions. What are you carrying?
Ah! You made a
Kind of
big
odd mace.
mistake.
Oh, there's an archer up there. Grumite cudgel. Ugh. That's a poison. That's not a enchantment. Oh. Ah. See what I mean about speed? Couldn't hope to be as fast as them. Sorry, Philia. Okay, boots of soft walking. This does have actually fortified sneak for light armor. Now I'm thinking, what if I got my own light armor, say glass armor, and enchanted it with sneaking enchantments. Greater soul gem with the repair hammer. I can hold off on any other amber or madness. Actually, I can probably pick up a few amber. Crystal staff. This could be it. Wisp core. I've discovered the second focus crystal. I should place it in its judgment nexus to continue. Here's the judgment nexus. I place it in the crystal in its nexus. I can now continue searching for the final focus crystal. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be activating for Sheogorath.
How come?
What I got out of the story of the place is that it was used for torture, sadistic torture, just for laughs, which is actually it's pretty bad. It just goes to show you things that Sheogorath is capable of. Alright, so let's check. Is there a star? There's none. Well, that's interesting then. Mesa Molag Ball. Could use a little loving. Lesser. So I have amber. How many? Madness. 15 madness ore. You know what? Maybe I'll get 20 madness ore and try to collect 20 amber. I have a feeling these are going to be important in the future. People are saying they make armor out of them. Maybe I can make something even better than Daedric. Maybe it protects me against madness. Or maybe it'll make me more inclined to be mad.
You will be.
So madness ore, let's get 4 more. It seems to be all over the place. So even I was looking for a bunch of madness ore. It wouldn't be that difficult to find it. Like, you can even mine it. Sticks out of certain places. Is that everyone in here? There's a corridor over there. Flawless topaz. Tapestry hanging from here. Oh, it's on all the walls, actually. Pretty hunger. Going deeper into Xedilian. takes a lot of hits. This one does. Wow, look at it go up. The danger. I'm getting tired. Whew. That tired me out. That's a tough one. 3 more madness ore. Apparently it was just shrugging off all my hits. That should be so tough as this one. 2 more madness ores. If I was, I'd, yeah. Be a great fighter without magic. 1 more madness ore. Flame stalk? Stalk. I heard something. Alright. I'll suck on my, Daedra. Oh, watch out, Amelia. Some of them are easy to bring down. Others, my Jamora, will keep her busy. Oh, it was actually a lot easier. I think this is another shaman. Probably has a crystal. I took all the crystals. Place the third and final focus crystal into its judgment nexus. The path to the resonator of judgment itself is now clear. My next task should be to attune the resonator by using the attenuator of judgment that Shia Gorath provided me. Alright, more foes. Ah! Back away! Ouch! Poisoned! Ah!
I kill you!
Sorry, Boya. Ow. I barely did anything. You guys did it. And I hit Vilya. It happens. Oh, look at this. Madness Helmet Matrix. So, now I have, what, 3 Matrix or 4 Matrix items? Still don't know what they're for. Maybe it's a whole set I'm collecting. I still have the Arrow of Extrication. Well, let's keep going. Parahammer, last madness ore. No more madness ores. Now, just amber if I come across it. What are they doing? It's like they're digging. Or searching. No, praying. Looks like they're going down to their hands and head. Putting a head to the floor and praying. I don't know. I've seen some strange things in my time. This is another one of them. So some of these guys take... That big one takes a long... What of... Here. A lot of bashing to bring down. You, take this. Ah! Ah! I didn't shoot that.
Die!
Oh, there's another one. So there are a lot of these.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I?
Right here, right now, Vilya. But I have to wait.
If you say so.
Let's keep going. Door here? Can't get into it. Must be open elsewhere. What is that in the floor? Something interesting. There's a button on the other side of the door, so... War Axe Matrix. Well, these are quite heavy. But I'll take all these matrices. Somebody... will have... Maybe somebody in New Shield will know. Now that I think of it, I forgot about that. Let's too focus on getting to see Sheogorath. Not much gold. But these are crystals of a kind. Okay, well, it looks like the same thing on the floor. Well, we have to look for a way to open it. Weird. What is this? Well, there's nothing back there. I don't see anything anywhere. Is this the big crystal where I have to use the attenuator on? Okay. Well... Attenuator of Judgment. The Resonator of Judgment has been attuned. I should now make my way back to New Sheoth and report my success to Sheogorath. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. Very bright. Okay, are these open now? I think they're teleportation pads. What's the other one? Maybe it's the same thing? Oh, I can't even open it. Okay.
When I was staying in Bruna, Olfland at the North Winds taught me a few things about how to use light armor. It's quite nice, actually, and very helpful.
Yeah, I know light armor is quite nice, and it is somewhat helpful. Not as helpful as heavy.
Finally, Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me. But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone. Welcome to Xedilian. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Caliban Nerendil.
Caliban, huh? Tell me about this place.
A wonder of engineering, is it not? Xedilian is the ultimate test of mettle for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles. What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Ever since that wretched Gatekeeper was made, Xedilian became redundant. It fell into disrepair and was eventually all but forgotten. After only a few years passed, the Grummites began moving in.
I noticed.
Ghastly things. They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places. This rendered the Resonator inert and Xedilian completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Xedilian back into operation.
Enough. How do I get out of here?
Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If you have the attenuator, then Sheogorath must have sent you.
Yes.
Xedilian would normally have sent you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the Resonator chamber. Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak.
Why? What draws them here? How would they even know about it? It was inert. There's no point in even coming here. It wouldn't do anything. Alright. Why do I have to deal with this?
I'm afraid until the adventurers are dealt with, Xedilian will keep you here. Even I can't will its doors to open. To put it bluntly, you're stuck here for the moment. No disrespect intended.
What should I do?
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I'll be glad to help. I assume Sheogorath gave you the Manual of Xedilian.
I read it.
You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions.
So, what is this resonator or judgment to do here now that I've activated the crystals?
The resonator works by drawing adventurers to itself with a sort of magical siren's call.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sheogorath uses the resonator to find the cream of the crop, as he calls them, the best of the worst, to populate the Isles. Quite clever, eh?
I guess so. So what is this chamber?
I will be happy to describe each chamber and explain the event that unfolds as we proceed through Xedilian.
All right. Anything else about the chamber?
This first chamber is the Chamber of the Gnarl. At the touch of a button, you can cause a large group of tiny gnarls to appear and attack the adventurers. Or, if you're feeling merciful, we can have the group terrorized by a seemingly lowly gnarl that instantly grows to twice their size. The hallucinogenic spore gas we release into the chamber will help lull the victims into believing the creature means to kill them. Don't worry, its bark is far worse than its bite.
Okay, instructions?
As the adventurers make their way through Xedilian's chambers, they will encounter choices that you make in these control platforms. All you need to do is decide what becomes of the adventurers. Will you drive them insane, or will you pull the life from their bodies?
Those are my only two choices. How do I make the choices?
Simple. Wait until the adventurers are in position, and then press a button. If they survived, they will proceed to the next chamber, and so on. It's really quite ingenious.
So, there's a button to try to kill them, and then there's a button to try to turn them insane. Okay. How do I know when I'm done?
You'll know you're done when they lie dead on the ground, or they are out of their minds. Of course, any of their possessions you wish to keep are yours for the taking. I'll make sure you get them when you're done.
Do you handle the cleanup?
Well, the dead will be disposed of, have no fear. That's my job. Those that are lucky enough to merely go insane will be granted a place in the Shivering Isles as a permanent resident.
Oh, is this how you get people to come here? Thankfully, I just had the Gatekeeper. So, explain the choices I'm making.
Each chamber presents two options. When you push the appropriate button, an event will unfold for the adventurers to experience. One is physically harmful, usually lethal traps or creatures, something relished by the residents of Dementia. The other choice is more mental. They are designed to make the adventurers lose their grip on reality, much like the residents of Mania. Of course, the introduction of spore gas with the Mania choices helps as well.
That's enough information.
As you wish.
Okay, so anything else you can give me for the information you can give me on the instructions?
What else can I answer for you?
That's it.
As you wish.
All right, goodbye.
So good to be back in business.
Really. Okay. But I guess I don't attack the adventurers. They're not supposed to attack me. Well, here comes a group of people. This must be them. So, what is that little thing? Sounds like an orc. If they're all orcs, I'd have them killed. Oh, there's a Dunmer and... I don't know. Nord, Breton, Imperial, hard to tell.
Ain't it cute?
Huh.
What in oblivion is that thing?
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the story
The Breton.
spoke?
Be careful. There may be more to this creature than meets the eye.
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Are my eyes playing tricks? Or is the creature
By the gods,
growing?
when will it stop? It could devour us
Run
whole.
for your lives!
Oh.
Get back here, you cowards. Something's not right.
All this time it was merely an illusion. How clever.
Wait,
Only a
what's
maniac
wrong with
could settle
Lewin?
down here.
Makes no sense. Should be dead. Well, what? Oh,
I think this place got to him. Perhaps we should leave.
No, we'll pick him up on the way out. He must fend for himself.
I've unleashed the giant Gnarl on the adventures of Xedilian. With the threat of what he perceived as certain death knocking at his door, Lewin, the rogue, has gone insane. I should make my way to the next observation room and choose how the adventurers will encounter their next obstacle. They just left him.
going to get us. Kill us all.
Watching them run from the giant gnarl gets me every time.
Look, I told you. Treasure. Let's have at it, Xedilian.
How do they not even know I'm here? They should be saying something like, "You there, what are you doing?" Okay. Let's drive
Can't
them,
you just wizard it open?
drive them mad.
Blast! The cage is locked.
Gromok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If only Lewin were here, he could get us through this in no time.
We'll have to fend for ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close,
I'm a bit
and yet so
thirsty.
far.
I wouldn't
If
mind a
only
drink.
we had the key. Wait, do you hear something?
Keys.
Look, keys. One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Xedilian. This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
I'll know it when I see it. Yes, it must be here.
They're all fake. Just come
I
with
don't
me
ever
now.
want to work as a barmaid
Find
again.
it. Yes, I must find the key. Rich beyond all my dreams.
Suit yourself.
Very sad when it seems like the orc is the most intelligent of all of them. I've caused Xedilian the mage to go insane by pouring hundreds of keys on the ground, which convinced him that one of them opened the gate to the huge treasure pile. All that remains now is the leader of the group, Gromok. I should make my way to the last observation room and choose how the stubborn orc will encounter his final obstacle. What would be more entertaining, watching the orc go mad or die? I think death.
Too bad none of those keys fit the lock.
This island. Well, I think for my own sanity, I'm going to choose death. Ugh.
Steady, Gromok, steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you? What? The very dead Now it's my time.
Because the death of the remaining orc adventurer, Gromok, by animating the zombies in the fauna room of the Xedilian. Now that all of the adventures have been dealt with, I should speak to Caliban. Stupid orc.
You've made short work of the intruders. Sheogorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice. Now, if you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings.
My earnings, huh? Didn't expect to get paid for this. What can you tell me about the chamber?
I'm afraid you've exhausted Xedilian's resources. This was the final chamber.
Okay.
Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to you in no time at all.
Yeah. This may be a trick, though. I may have to face something. I'm ready.
I have some things for you.
And what's that?
As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work. I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall if you wish to take a look at it.
You spoke of earnings.
Oh yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior, Gromok. Never seen anything like it, but perhaps his journal can give you some useful information.
The orc wrote a journal.
Beyond that, take whatever else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it.
Just a
You're
bunch of,
free to go at any time, of course. Just up that hallway. Good luck to you.
bunch of scratch marks from his sword.
As most people do.
Bolt caster. Oh, I'll take it to sell. Nice shock damage stuff. Talisman of Abatement. Water breathing. Detect life and feather. Oh, I can sell it. Decent potion of healing. Gold, pear hammer, silver nugget, sapphire. Be ready for anything, Vilya. I don't trust Shigorath or this place. What is this? Is this my reward? Why is Caliban even fighting them? Maybe they're not meant to be here. Some kind of knights. Leave Wolfgang alone.
You'll never take me down!
Before exiting Xedilian, I was attacked by 3 unusual beings in equally strange armor. I should ask Caliban if he knows anything about them.
That was quite a battle. I hope you are uninjured.
I'm fine. Well, what were those beings?
You've not heard the legends? How could that be?
I'm new here.
Those beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order.
Knights of Order?
Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for. You must proceed to Sheogorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now, go!
Quickly. Knights of the Order. Huh. Pure Order Sword. Frost Enchantment. Heart of the Order. That'll take one. Can I do something with this? Something, I don't know what this is. Favor of something? I can't even pronounce that. What does that do? Interesting totem. Alright, I thought I was going to be transported out. I don't have to go into more chambers. Perfect Order Sword. Interesting. Well, it's quite heavy. I don't really want to be taking around these, especially when I have all the coin I could ever want. What's that? Oh, Grumites. Oh, no, that's the 2 insane. That's the Bosmer and Breton. Or, sorry, the Dunmer and Breton. They're collecting them. Alright, what's down here? Another heart of it. Does this lead out? I have a feeling it does, but what's this other place then? Does this just go further into it? Could I go and speak to these people that I've driven mad? It's open elsewhere. What is that? Grummite.
You are as good as dead.
Ah, I didn't even hit it. Let's get out of here. It's been interesting here at Xedilian, but I've had enough. Another Grummite.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, that's quite the drop. Well, nighttime. Well, early morning, actually. I have no way of teleporting around. So there's a place to the south called Vitharn. Wonder if I shouldn't go and explore it. Maybe I should, actually, before returning to Sheogorath. And then once I do return to New Sheoth, I'll start exploring everything thoroughly. See all the shopkeepers, see if there's anybody else who has any quests for me. So let's go south to Vitharn. I haven't slept, so I'm a little tired. I'm actually really noticing the light I'm putting out. I don't want to be detected by everything. Oh, those gnarls. Many eyes. Ugh, I don't know what you're shooting at me. Ah! Probably should try using fire against him. Amber. Gnarl bark. I was able to make a poison from the gnarl bark. I don't know what I'm looking at. Just a big rock over there. It's quite dark. Past my light enchantment, I can't really see too well. Oh, I didn't even see that.
I kill you! You think you can beat me? Go ahead!
Nice paralyze. More amber. Wonder if I couldn't incorporate paralyze. Yeah. I don't want to use. Ugh. Get rid of this thing. If I make a poison or potion out of it, I get rid of it quickly. It's disgusting. It smells horrific. Congealed putrescence. Fire damage. Well, that's not something I've had as a poison. Hunger tongue. Fire damage. Is there any more of those putrescent things? I'll make another. I'll find one. They're really, really gross. Just disgusting. These are not the same thing. Well, it is. Here it is. Okay. A fire poison is pretty nice. The hunger tongue. Alright, well, set there. If I get more hunger tongues, I'll just have to go after those putrescents. Come on, keep up. Something's here. Oh. Oh, what is this? Some kind of skullish flesh, or flesh. The flesh is removed from its skull. What? I'll take one of its tooth. What happened to it? It looks like it's undead. Maybe it is undead. There's a group of people fighting over here. I don't know what that's about. What was that? Oh, the guards are fighting someone.
You're a dangerous bastard.
What is that? Looks like a gatekeeper kind of thing. What is that? Whoa. Weird. Very acrobatic. That's just... It summoned it. Wolfgang?
For the Mad God.
Wolfgang!
A-Tom Mazkit.
Go home.
You made a
Oh,
big
Vilya.
mistake.
A-Tom.
You made a big mistake.
I'm not going to take part in killing one of these guards. I don't want to upset... Oh, this is one of those zealots. I don't want to accept the authorities here.
For the Mad...
Vilya is really tough, so I would... Stop attacking the guards. Wolfgang! I told him to go home. Oh, we summon him. Let's summon him. Okay, let's go. Don't attack the guards again. I wish I had a spell to just unsummon them. Why does it have 2 shields? Interesting mace. Not as good as my equipment by far, but... Beguiling dark arrow. Loathsome dark arrow. A dark bow. So, this is one of those zealots that don't believe that Sheogorath is Daedric Prince. Well, if I ever have to, like, infiltrate them for some reason, I guess I could always wear their outfits. Glass dagger. It actually did pretty well against the 2 guards. I'm surprised. Oh, there's like an encampment over here. Yeah, during this, when it's bright out, I don't mind the light coming from me. It just seems excessive, unnecessary, but in the dungeon, I guess if I'm trying to do some kind of be stealthy, wearing this armor is obviously, even if I could fully be stealth, sneak around, the brightness enchantment coming from it is not, the light enchantment is not, just, I feel exposed. I guess I've been sneaking around a lot lately. Another one of those bone things. Okay, so, how close are we? Actually, we almost passed by it. Was there a path? I see something over there. I think that might be it. Oh yeah, let's go this way. I don't remember seeing a path leading to it. Oh, hunger! Ah! Give me your tongue. I'll make all these fire potions out of all these hungers we encounter. Okay, so I think it's over here. Oh yeah, that's definitely something there. More of the old type ruins. What is that, a ghost? This place populated by ghosts. And what is that? It's like a bridge that's chained up or something? I don't... What was it called? Vitharn. What did I write down about Vitharn? I heard a rumor about the fortress of Vitharn in far south of Shivering Isles. Someday I should investigate. Oh, okay. Well, I actually was under the illusion that there'd be people here. Like a... backwash camp. That doesn't really... I mean, outside of New Sheoth and the Fringe, I haven't really encountered any other settlements. I've heard of them, though. Milkar to the north. I mean, who would choose to live in the, this side of Shivering Isles anyways? I wouldn't. It's not that bad during the day. It's still a little gloomy.
But in my opinion, the girl's best friend is a tearing sword.
Well, you know what? Let's go see what's here. We're already here. I'm tough as nails. What's that? Oh, one of those creatures. Take that. Is this not one of those creatures that say not to fight in the water, is it? Just went invisible. Or to put on chameleon. Ooh! Ah! It's like some kind of water troll with spikes and... Well, it doesn't look like a troll at all, but... Ah! Oh, that storm didn't last, thankfully. Take his fin. I think I can make a bunch of poisons out of it. Oh, there is a bridge over there. I guess if I had kept on going, but where does the bridge go? It's very weird here. What? Almost normal, which is almost madness in itself. Look at these plants. But then I can actually see things like this growing in Black Marsh. Black Marsh is supposed to be quite the different province. Oh, we have another fort here. I don't know if I want to visit every fort, but...
I'm not afraid of you.
Looking for a settlement. Who knows? Maybe people do.
You're a danger, aren't you?
Thing is coming after me. Well, at least I have a use for all of these ingredients. Well, we'll go and make sure that there's, I don't want to go into some Grumite fort again unless I have cause to. But I just want to make sure that it's not a settlement. I mean, I could find some interesting people, get some other things to do to explore the islands and work. Oh, that looks like a zombie. I don't think people... Not a zombie, a flesh atronach. I don't think people live there. Not one of those places. But you know what? I should mark it. At least if we have to go kill the flesh atronach, that's fine. And... yeah. Come here, flesh atronach. Let's see what you have. You're kind of like a zombie. Kind of like the Gatekeeper. Ugh. What is this? It's not really like a zombie. They did take flesh and turn it into some kind of zombie-like creature, though. Alright. Well, Xedite is this place. Let's go. Let's go to this, Vitharn. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.